Why don't you believe that you deserve the love that you gave them? What is it inside of us that doesn't allow us to believe we deserve someone to look at us with the same love in their eyes that we looked at them? You do deserve it. You so effing do. Start to believe that. Every day wake up and say, I deserve what I gave. I deserve it, because you do. Once you believe that, they may not even be in your sights anymore. You're going to be a different person. Get there. Slowly get there.
If you're heartbroken or you're going through a breakup right now, I recommend you watch this video to the end. How to build your self-esteem after a breakup. Relationships can be very messy, and breakups can be very messy as well. Especially if you didn't expect it. You were with this guy, you loved him so much, and you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with him. But he ended up betraying you. He ended up leaving you for someone else. He ended up cheating, or whatever the circumstance may have been, which made you guys to separate. I know how painful it is. When you're going through a breakup, it's very normal to have self-esteem issues, and a lot of the times you're going to lose your confidence. You're not going to believe in yourself anymore. Sometimes you're even going to feel ugly. I get it. I've been there, and I know how it feels. In today's video, a group of very beautiful ladies came out to expose different ways in which you can heal yourself and build your self-confidence after going through a breakup or after being dumped. Yes,
I get it, babe. Breakups take a huge hit to our self-esteem and to our ego. There is no denying that. Rejection of any kind will often inherently have us start to look inwards of like, what did I do wrong? Am I not attractive enough? Is there something wrong with me? Even if you were just dating somebody who turned out to not be ready for commitment, you'll maybe even start to have a conversation with yourself in regards to like, oh, well, wouldn't that not matter for the right person? Like if they met the right person, wouldn't the whole commitment thing not matter? So am I just not like worth that for them? Am I not worth the commitment? If that's you, watch this video because I have some advice that's going to shift all of that for you. It is not our responsibility to be attractive to other people. It's not our responsibility to be smart in the eyes of other people, or to have good style, or to be cool, or to be funny, or any of those things. Like, let's look at some of the most objectively beautiful women on the planet, okay? Like Sydney Sweeney, Sabrina Carpenter, Billie Eilish, the Kardashians, the Jenners, right? Objectively, they are all stunning, beautiful women, but there are always people who don't find them attractive. They are not their cup of tea. Not everyone is going to find us attractive. Not everyone is going to like us. Not everyone is going to be magnetized towards you. Similarly, not everyone is going to find you unattractive or unfunny or not be magnetized towards you. It's a simple matter of preference. And if you were rejected by one person, by 5 people, even by 100 people, that doesn't mean you are inherently unlovable or unattractive. It just means you haven't found the right person who sees your unique version of beauty. Your only responsibility in dating and in being out in the world is being authentic and doing what feels good to you, wearing the makeup that works for you, the clothes that work for you, living the life that is fully aligned with you. And when you do that, you will find someone who is fully aligned with you. The more that I have been fully aligned with myself, especially since becoming a coach and fully speaking my truth and being my truth, the less people I have been attracting, but the people I am attracting, I am so aligned with. That's because I'm no longer trying to be a one-size-fits-all person. I am just being who I am, and inherently the right people are then responding to that. When you try to be a one-size-fits-all person who everyone likes, you end up being with people who you don't even like. It is okay if not everyone likes you because you don't even like everyone. If someone can't see and recognize your beauty, they're just not your person. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. Peace and love.
None of this is actually real. And there's nothing that this man offers me that not only can't be duplicated by another man, but that I can't give myself. There's absolutely nothing extraordinary about this relationship. Not his personality, not his looks, not his finances, not his way of loving me, not his way of supporting me, not his way of communicating, not his level of effort, not the way he loves me. And it's okay that some people just aren't ready for me. But again, because I went after someone I'm not supposed to be with, it's just gonna hurt. And that's okay, because it's just biology. It's not real. It's all the oxytocin my body released during sex that has made me bound to him. I'm serious.
I know.
And that my body is confusing my brain with thinking this is a partner that I have to be with and reproduce with. It's all just primal instincts. Like, none of this is actually real.
The reason that we suffer so much with breakups is not just the loss of the person, but in the process of being with people, we tend to also lose ourselves. It's almost like our entire lives we have one type of relationship with ourselves. And the moment we find a partner, we're like, okay, I'm going to dump you. We dump ourselves, we throw ourselves back, and we just dedicate now our lives to this new person. And then when this new person becomes an old person that then leaves us, we'll go back to ourselves and we're like, hey, and she's not picking up. We've disconnected from ourselves. And so the process of coming out of a breakup is not just mourning the person that we lost, right? The loss of a person that is no longer in our lives. It's almost like a death, right? But it's also the absolute void that we're experiencing when we're suddenly on our own and we realize that we're completely disconnected from who we were. We forgot ourselves. We forgot to continue and sustain and nourish, nurture the relationship with ourselves. We've abandoned ourselves. We became someone else, whoever that other person wanted us to be, whoever they needed us to be, whoever we thought we should be, and we left ourselves behind. We left doing the things that bring us joy behind. We left the joy of being with ourselves behind, and we made everything in our lives about them, right? So we have no meaning in our lives when we're just alone. It's almost like we're thrown all of a sudden in the middle of nowhere with nobody there because we are not even there. So the process isn't just to get over the person and move on from the person, but is reconnecting with ourselves. I hope this helps someone today.
The first thing you need to do when you're going through a breakup is to accept that the relationship has ended. The problem is a lot of people find it very difficult to accept that the relationship has come to an end. You're still holding on to your ex. You're still hoping and thinking that you guys are going to get back together. That is what makes the breakup process very difficult. It's going to hurt more. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and come to terms with the fact that you and this person, your journey has ended. And I know how hurtful it is. And even though I'm saying this, and I know a lot of you are sad watching this video, but it is the best thing you need to do right now. You don't have a choice. The best thing is to accept it so that you can start healing fast and so that you can move on quickly. You're not certain about you guys coming together. You're not certain about the future. Maybe he's moving on, he already has a new girlfriend, it's another relationship, and you're holding yourself back because you're clinging on to something that has failed. You're clinging on to something that he has given up on. You're holding on to this relationship when in his mind, he's moved on. One of the most important things you need to do when you're going through a breakup in order to build your self-confidence and heal is you need to take out time to heal, because in as much as we don't want to admit it, breakups really mess people up. At that point in time, a lot of women become damaged, they become broken. It totally changes your mindset on relationships, love, and even on men. Breakups will mess you up terribly, and if you don't take out time to heal the right way, you're going to do more mistakes that are going to get you in more damaging situations. You were good to a guy who ended up betraying you. You were loyal to this guy, you were a good woman to this guy, you were a good girl, you did everything right, you click all the boxes for the perfect girlfriend, you're the perfect wife material, but he still ended up betraying you, he still ended up hurting you. And right now, you think it's not even worth it trusting a guy anymore. It's not worth it believing in love anymore. You're in a state of confusion. You're in a state of doubt. You doubt yourself. You don't believe in yourself. You don't even feel beautiful anymore. I've been there. And I want to tell you guys this quick story. When I was going through a breakup, trust me, it was one of the worst periods of my life, because me and this guy, we dated for 4 years. We were together for 4 years, and to be completely honest, I thought I had met my husband, the love of my life. I was in the relationship with this guy thinking we were going to have a beautiful future together. But guess what? He ended up betraying me and getting another girl pregnant while we were still dating. And he left me at a time in my life where I needed him the most. He left me at my lowest moment. And do you know why each time when I think about this story, I'm very grateful for the fact that we ended things? Because when someone leaves you at your lowest moment, that is the highest time where you have to rethink about your life. This breakup helped me to build myself and become the woman that I am today. To even sit in front of this camera and talk to you guys is because I went through something that pushed me to want to share my story and share my experience with you guys so that it can help a lot of women. It made me to go after my dreams, to go after the things that really matters, go through school, get my degree, do whatever I had to do in order to heal. A lot of women, when they are going through a breakup, they want to date another guy, they want to sleep with another guy, they think that is the best way to easily forget about their ex. But if you want to handle a breakup like that by sleeping with another guy or dating another guy or dating numerous men just to get over your ex, you're going to end up being more damaged and more hurt because you haven't taken out time to heal. You're focusing your energy on the wrong things. You need to focus your energy on the right things. Make money, find yourself, look for your hobbies. Because I was in a relationship with this guy, my whole focus was my relationship. I was so focused on trying to please this guy that I was in a relationship with that I totally forgot about myself. I forgot about my friends. I was so concerned about my man, my relationship. Everything was, my whole life revolved around him. And this is a mistake a lot of us women make. You get into a relationship and everything that concerns you, you leave it on hold. You forget about your own goals, your own dreams, your own aspirations. All you're thinking about is your man, your relationship, marriage. That's all you're thinking about. And a breakup sometimes helps you and resets your brain to think about the things that really matters. What helped me the most was within that period when he left me, I was at my lowest moment. I was broke. I didn't have any money. I didn't have any source of income. I was still relying on my family to take care of me. And I was relying on this guy to take care of me. But he ended up abandoning me at my lowest moment. When I thought he was going to make it and take care of me, he left me for another girl. This breakup was a wake-up call to me because it made me to realize that I need to have my own back. I need to have my own money. I need to be able to take care of myself. I need to follow my own dreams, my own aspirations, my own passions. This is one of the hardest lessons I learned. As a woman, do not put all your eggs in one basket. That means do not rely on a man to take care of you. Have your own bag. Because this breakup pushed me to want to have my own money. One lesson that I learned from this situation is to make sure that you never build a man up. There are a lot of you who were like me. I was young, naive, stupid in love. I thought I was building this man up and we're building a future together. He had a business, so I was supporting him in his business, thinking he's my future husband and we are building a better life for ourselves together. But a lot of us, we are building men up for another woman. I was building him up for another woman while I was in this relationship, thinking, sacrificing my own dreams, sacrificing my goals, not having any aspirations, focusing on supporting him to become the man for me. Never be with a man, especially a man who is broke, because a lot of the times a guy is with you when he's broke because your word is available. This guy was broke, he didn't have any money. You can never know a man's true character when he's broke, because when a guy is broke, he's going to settle for any woman who is available, any woman who is willing to stand by him when he's in survival mood. When he has a few coins, he believes that he's made it in life, he's going to leave you and go after what he really wants or go after a better life, standing by him in every situation, good, bad and ugly. But guess what? While I was building him up for the next woman, he was damaging me for the next man. I was building him up when he had nothing. But when I had nothing and I expected this guy to return the favor and take care of me and look after me, because in my mind I was like, I'm this good girl, I've been a good girlfriend to you, I stood by you when you had nothing, I've been loyal to you. The time when I thought he was going to be the man and take care of me, he left me at my lowest moment when I had nothing. And that was a wake-up call to never be with a man, especially a man who is broke, and to never let go of your dreams, your aspirations, your goals, because you're trying to support a guy be the better man for you. Because most of the times when you're helping this guy, supporting him, pushing him, when he makes it, he's going to forget about you, especially if he sees someone who has more money than you, who he thinks his life is going to be best with her. He's going to abandon you. If he thinks he's going to have a better life with this woman, he's going to abandon you. So I had to learn the hard way, and this is what pushed me to go after my dreams, to be able to learn a trade, go after my degree, hustle. I had forgotten about my own dreams, my own goals, the things that I wanted to do. I totally let them go because I was so focused on my relationship. And when this relationship failed, It was a wake-up call for me to fall back on the things that really matter. A lot of you women, you have been like me before. I was in love, I was naive, I was stupid in love, whereas it was a lesson and a blessing in disguise. Everything happens for a reason. When people are not meant to be in your life, they will definitely have an expiration date. When these people were not ordained by God to be with you, their chapter in your story has to come to an end. And in as much as we don't want this chapter to come to an end, sometimes it is for the better. If I was in this relationship, maybe I would have never been able to go after the things that I want. Maybe I would have never been rich. I would have never had money to be able to take care of myself and to be able to be the woman that I am today, to sit and talk to you guys. I would have never pursued the things that really matters, the things that really gives me joy. I had to find happiness within myself because my whole life, everything about me revolved around my relationship. I was the type of girl who would center a man and put a man at the center of everything. My life revolved around this guy, but the breakup helped me to put myself first. It helped me to know who I truly am because I was just living in the shadow of my relationship. I didn't have a clue of the type of person that I am because every time I was with him, 247 I was with him, but the minute things ended, it was a wake-up call. It was when I realized that there is more to life than being with a man. There is more to life as a woman than centering a man. You need to decenter men and put yourself first, because when these men will meet someone who they think can better their lives, they are going to abandon you and move on to this person. Men are wired to be selfish. They are selfish in nature. Men will take the decisions that will benefit them the most, and they wouldn't care how it's going to affect you. If a guy meets another woman who is going to better his life and make him a better version of himself, he's going to abandon you. He's not going to care about the years you're spending together, the effort you put in to build him. He wouldn't think about the times where you suffered with him or struggled with him or helped him or stood by him. He's not going to think about that. He's going to be thinking about now, the present. What can I gain now? And when he meets someone who would better his life this present moment, this guy is going to abandon you. A lot of us women, we always consider the feelings of a man. Any decision that we take, we consider their feelings. We always try not to hurt a guy. We always try to make sure that we are this perfect good girl. But if a guy is going to hurt you and have a better life, he's going to do it and he's not going to care. And this is one lesson I learned from this relationship. Put yourself first, because if the roles were reversed, this guy is going to put himself first. He made the decision that was going to benefit him the most at the detriment of my own happiness. He didn't care if it was going to hurt me. And even if he knew it was going to hurt me, he didn't care. This is what I want you guys to know. They will do what benefits them the most. So do what benefits you the most, sis. Don't center a man. Men can sense when you're vulnerable, when you're desperate, and when you have low self-esteem. And most of the times when you're going through a breakup, all of these emotions, they can smell it. They can see it in you. So if you don't build yourself fast, you're going to attract men who just want to prey on you and take advantage of you because you're going through this vulnerable moment in your life. So make sure that you have healthy boundaries. Don't give yourself to any guy who comes into your life showing you attention, care, or concern. Most of them are coming to play you. Most of them are not even serious. And also, don't tell the present guy you're dating what you went through with your ex, because most of them will put you through way worse. You could be telling this guy, my ex did this to me, he disappointed me, he broke my heart, he did that to me, thinking he's going to understand what you went through and become a better guy. Well, guess what? Most of them are going to be looking at you like a dummy, and they are going to take advantage of you even more and hurt you even more. So do not date. If you're going through a breakup, don't date. Take that time to heal. Focus on yourself. Go after your hobbies. Go after your dreams. Learn a trade if you have to. Look for different ways in which you can make money, because the worst thing is going through a breakup and you're broke. But if you're going through a breakup and you have money, you're not going to feel bad because you have money to help you get whatever you want. Making money helped me to easily get over the breakup. I was able to get whatever I wanted for myself, and it helped me to forget about whatever trauma I experienced from the relationship. And please, ladies, avoid going through what they call a whole phase. A whole phase is going to damage you even more. It's going to break you even more, because you're going through a breakup. You're already damaged from giving yourself, your energy, your time, and effort to a man who didn't appreciate it. So don't think going through a whole phase is going to make you feel better. You're going to hurt yourself and damage yourself even more. and you're going to end up realizing these guys don't even deserve you anyway. They don't even deserve your body. They don't even deserve your time, your energy. So keep yourself for yourself. Surround yourself with friends and family who really mean you well. Have a strong support system. Don't surround yourself with people who want to bring you down, break your confidence, and people who keep updating you about your ex. You don't need those type of friends. You don't need it. You don't need any information about your ex. It's not going to help you in any way. Stop stalking him on Instagram, on Facebook. Block, delete, unfriend if you have to, because it's going to help you heal. If you think going through your friend's Instagram page, stalking, schooling, looking at what he's doing is going to make you feel better, you're only going to get worse. Because if you go through his page and you see him doing better, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get so hurt because you're like, this guy has put me through hell and he's living his best life. While you're there getting hurt, he's living his best life. So focus your energy on the things that really matter so that you can live your best life. Invest money on yourself. Spoil yourself. Go for shopping. Get your hair done. Get your nails done. Do things that makes you feel beautiful. A mistake a lot of us women make when we are going through a breakup is we abandon ourselves. We don't even look good anymore. You overeat. You gain a lot of weight. You forget about yourself. You don't work out. You're taking alcohol. You're taking drugs, smoking weed, doing anything that you can do in order to get over your ex. For a short period of time, it's going to help you, just for a short period of time. But guess what? When you take alcohol, you get drunk, you forget about the pain for a minute, and when you're better, you think about it and it hurts way worse. You're going to think about it and it's going to break you even more. So drinking, smoking, going out and whoring, or going out and experiencing a whole phase is not going to help you. Take money, invest on yourself, go for shopping if you have to, look good, post beautiful pictures of yourself on Instagram, on social media, post things that makes you happy. Don't post all the subliminal quotes and sad quotes of heartbreak, all those sad quotes we always usually post when we are going through a breakup. I have done it. I have posted all types of sad quotes thinking it was going to conscientize this guy. Well, guess what? If he could hurt you the way he hurt you, he doesn't care. He doesn't really give a damn. He doesn't care about you posting whatever subliminal quote you have to post. This guy is living his best life and he's not even thinking about you. So why are you posting a quote thinking it's going to get to him? No. Post things that makes you happy. Post beautiful pictures. Get your makeup done. Look good. Because when you look good, you're going to feel good and it's going to make you feel more confident. So don't give yourself away. Don't let go of yourself. Read healthy books. I had a lot of books I was reading throughout this breakup, which pushed me to come out of that dark place of low self-esteem, low self-confidence, and not feeling beautiful. These books helped me regain my confidence. It made me to be the best version of myself. I focused my energy on myself, and these books were also a distraction to run away from all of those negative emotions and feelings I was going through at that moment. I'm going to leave all the books I was reading in the description box so you guys can check it out, because I know it helped me, so it's going to help you guys as well. If you cannot go for therapy or if you cannot afford a therapist, I would recommend you read these books. Stay celibate, because I know a lot of times when you're going through a breakup, there'll come a time where you want a man, you need a man, you feel like without a man you're incomplete. Well, your single time, or this time where you're single, it's time to focus on yourself. You spent years focusing on a man. Now it's time for you to focus on yourself. Stay celibate. Concentrate on yourself. Know yourself. Know your hobbies. Know the things that you love, the things that you don't love. Because there are so many of us women, when we get into a relationship, we forget about ourselves. We don't even know ourselves anymore. And without this man, we feel incomplete. You should be a complete woman. You should be happy on your own, and then meet someone who is happy on their own, so you guys can create happiness together. Because if you're not happy and you're thinking it's a man who's going to make you happy, well, guess what? If this man ends up disappointing you, you're going to feel empty and miserable and very bitter. That is why a lot of us women, when we go through a breakup, we experience this bitterness. There are so many women who have gone through a breakup for so many years and they are still bitter about this breakup because they weren't able to concentrate on themselves. They are still focused on their exes. They haven't gotten over it. They haven't accepted it. They are still living in that state of anger, hate, and betrayal. sis, you need to get out of this dark place. People try to minimize the effects of a breakup, but it has a toll. It can take a toll on you. It can break you so much that you can't even recognize yourself anymore. Heal. The dark side about dating a guy who's insecure is he wants to make you feel small. And most at times when you're in a relationship with a guy who is insecure, he wouldn't want you to do anything. He wouldn't want you to pursue your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. He wants you to be beneath him. He wants you to always be beneath him because that makes him feel more like the man. And that was the situation in which I was in. This guy didn't want me to do anything. If I was in a relationship with this guy, I wouldn't have been here on YouTube talking to you guys, because this man wanted me to be like this, small. One thing I want you guys to know about breakups is it happened for a reason. If this guy cheated on you, it has nothing to do with you. A cheat is a cheat. It had nothing to do with you. You decided to stay loyal to this guy regardless of the kind of men who were after you. I had rich men who were after me, but I decided to let go of all of these men. I rejected them. I turned them down to be with a guy who is broke, who ended up abandoning me to go after a girl who he thought had more money than me. But that was a wake-up call to me, because I ended up realizing I need to have my own money, and it helped me so much to have my own money. And let me tell you guys the funniest part. When I was able to pick up all the broken pieces of my life, I was able to heal myself from this breakup, build myself up to be the woman that I am today, make my own money to be able to take care of myself. This guy comes running back into my life, sliding into my DMs, trying to get a chance with me. That is what a lot of them are going to do, because when they see that you have risen above the breakup and become the better version of yourself, they are going to keep coming back. They want some of that good stuff. But this new woman that you are, they don't know this new woman that you are. You're a different woman. You're no longer the woman he knew. You're no longer the woman he used to manipulate, he used to lie to, walk all over and cheat on. You're a different woman. You're a high value woman, and you don't have time for him. Every time an ex is coming back, it's because the grass was not green on the other side, and it's because they have seen that you've become this better version of yourself, and they want to come and experience you. Most of them are not even coming back because they really miss you or they really love you like that. They are not coming back for good intentions. If they hurt you because they didn't care. So now that they have seen that you've gotten over this breakup, you've built yourself up, you have a lot of money to take care of yourself, he starts coming back, sliding into your DMs. But if you stay in that place of sadness, in that place of heartbreak, betrayal, pain, bitterness, and you're not evolving in any way, you decide to remain low the way he left you, he's not going to come back. 4 or 5 years from today, you're still the very same girl he left 5 years ago. You're still the very same woman he abandoned 5 years ago. He's going to be sitting and laughing at you with his friends, his family. He's going to tell them, I was the best thing that ever happened to her, and she'll never find anything like me. She'll never find anyone like me. She's still the very same person I left 5 years ago. You don't want that. You want to make sure that you grow, you heal, build yourself, and build yourself to become a woman he can never have access to. He should never be able to have access to you, never be able to communicate with you. He will notice that he doesn't even deserve you. He will realize what he lost. And by the time he realizes it, you're going to be with a man who is worthy of you. By the time he's going to realize your worth, you're going to be with a man who deserves you, a man who values you, a man who wouldn't even treat you the way he treated you. And he wouldn't even have access to talk to you, to get to you, to reach out to you, because he's not even going to be your type anymore. This is what I want you guys to understand. Do not give your ex or anyone who hurt you in the past an opportunity to laugh at you, an opportunity to mock you, to make you feel like without them you couldn't survive, without them you couldn't make it. Because a lot of them, when they break you, they want you to stay broken. But I'm here to tell you this, sis. Do not stay in that sad, heartbroken state. Make sure that you don't remain this damaged woman that he abandoned. He took you whole and he left you damaged. He left you broken. He took a good girl and turned her into something else. He turned you into an insecure girl who looks at herself in the mirror and doesn't even believe that she's beautiful anymore. I understand, because I have been there. But guess what? I had to come out of that dark place It's not going to be easy, but you have to do it for you. You have to do it for you because you deserve to be happy. You deserve to smile. You deserve a man who is not going to abandon you at your lowest. You deserve a man who is going to stand by you, who will love you through thick and thin, because that's what you deserve. That's the kind of love that I want for each and every one of you. And I want you to know that not every man will treat you like this. Not every man is a cheat. Not every man is disloyal. They were disloyal because it is in their nature to be disloyal. They decided to cheat, to lie, to manipulate you. But guess what? God helped you to see them for what they truly are. Because you would have married this guy and probably ended up divorcing him. It's better for the relationship to fail than for you guys to get married and divorced. A broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. So every disappointment is a blessing. But make sure you don't stay in that disappointment for too long. Heal, better yourself, and become the best version of yourself. Become a woman you can never have access to. That is the real lead back. All this time where you're sitting regretting, thinking about what the future would have been, focus your energy on becoming a better version of yourself. Make money, elevate yourself, go after the things that matters, set healthy boundaries. Don't give yourself to men because most of them don't even deserve you. Stay celibate. Read healthy books that are going to help you to become this woman that you want to be. You have to start manifesting the woman that you want to become. Start dressing like that woman, talking like that woman, looking like that woman, and eventually you're going to become that woman. Forgiveness does not mean reconnection. Keep them blocked. Don't offer reward to them. They don't deserve it. They left you for dead, but guess what? You survived and you healed and you elevated yourself and became a better version of yourself, way more than them. What they thought you couldn't have, you had it even more than them and took pictures. Make money and become so rich, more than him, so he wouldn't even have access to you. That's what I did, and that's what I want each and every one of you to do. So every disappointment is a blessing. Take this lesson, heal yourself, build your self-confidence because you deserve it. You're beautiful and I love you so much. So besties, don't forget to drop your thoughts on the comment section. Like, share and subscribe. Drop your experiences. I'm dying to see them. If you have something similar to mine, I'm dying to see it. And I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you.